The year was 2007 when in Begusaraya, Bihar, a woman named Chanshan Devi was sitting with her 6-month-old daughter in the school courtyard. The name of this child was Khushboo. She was with her mother. After some time, Khushboo falls asleep. To complete some work, Chanshan Devi puts Khushboo on the cot and leaves. When she comes back after some time, she finds that Khushboo is missing. She has searched everywhere, but is not found anywhere. Then an 8-year-old child gives such information about Khushboo that the police, as well as the entire village, are left stunned. The name of this child was Amarjeet Sada. What did he reveal? Why did the police arrest him? Was Amarjeet behind making Khushboo disappear? If yes, then why did he do so? Why is he free today, even after committing such a big crime? Let us tell you the entire case file from the beginning of history's youngest serial killer, Amarjeet Sada. But before that, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Amarjeet Sada is just 8 years old and is from Begusaraya area of Bihar. He belonged to a place where in 2006, there was so much poverty that it was difficult for people to have 2 meals a day. People used to work hard to bear the expenses of their family, but even with this money, they could only afford to eat dry roti. These people had never seen fridge, AC, cooler, TV, and all these luxuries, and if they saw, they did not enjoy them. People here did not have any desire for all these things. They just wanted that the whole family should eat 2 meals a day peacefully, and that was enough. Even though there was poverty here, there was happiness aplenty. People were always ready to help each other. Everyone's houses were connected to each other, and one of these families was the Sada family, in which uncle and aunt and their children all lived together happily. Although everyone's houses were separate, the walls were connected to each other. So being close by, they kept visiting each other's house, and Amarjeet Sada was born in this family who was quite different. Due to poverty, he did not study, but nobody paid much attention to it. Amarjeet used to play with his cousins all day, but he liked to spend most of his time alone. Climbing trees was his hobby, and days were passing happily like this. But one by one, these happy moments were eclipsed by sorrows, and it started with a child of the Sada family, who was the son of Amarjeet Sada's uncle cousin who suddenly disappeared one day. All the people of the Sada family got very worried about this child. He was searched everywhere. Today, the people of the neighborhood were questioned about this child, that maybe the child had come to their house to play, or is still in their house, but it was of no use. Neither was that child in the house, nor in the neighborhood. Many villagers came forward to help the Sada family, and together, they started searching for that child. Here, the children who were in the house were very scared and frightened due to the loss of their cousin brother. So the Sada family asked the children to stay in the house, and the men of the house, along with the villagers, went out to search for the child. Day turned into night, and night turned into the next day again. But this child was not found anywhere, and then something happened that shocked the villagers. The head of the Sada family told the villagers that now you should not search for our child. Whatever happens, we will take care of it ourselves. Everyone was surprised to see such a caring nature in this critical situation, but then these people thought that perhaps searching for children in groups has created fear in the hearts of the children. That is why the family has refused to search for the child. But the strange thing was that neither the Sada family was allowing the villagers to search for the child, nor was going to the police for help. In this way, days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but no trace of this child was found anywhere. The villagers also did not think it right to inquire about the children from the Sada family, because these people did not want to deepen their grief further. Time passed, and gradually the thought of this lost child went out of the minds of the people and the family members, and then a happy moment came when Amarjeet Singh's sister was born. With the arrival of this girl, the grief of the family members reduced a bit, and everyone started living their life happily. But when this girl was 6 months old, when she too suddenly disappeared, nobody could understand how and where 2 small children of the same family disappeared. This time too, the head of the Sada family suppressed this matter and forbade anybody in the house from telling anything related to the girl outside, although the villagers had already come to know that the girl too had disappeared. This 6-month-old girl too became just a memory. But this series of disappearances did not stop here. Rather, after this, a 6-month-old girl suddenly disappeared, whose name was Khushboo. Khushboo did not belong to the Sada family, but was the daughter of a woman named Chanshan Devi, who live in the neighborhood. In 2007, Chunshun Devi was sitting in the courtyard of a school under the shade of a tree and putting Khushboo to sleep. After some time, when the girl fell asleep, Chunshun Devi made her lie down on the cot and went away for some work. And when she returned after some time, Khushboo was not on the cot. 2 children had already disappeared from the village. So Chunshun Devi got scared and started looking for her daughter here and there. She starts looking for her daughter and asked the people around her, but no one had seen Khushboo. Seeing this, Chunshun Devi gets very upset and starts crying bitterly. Slowly, the people of the locality also start gathering and console her, but Chunshun Devi does not sit quietly like a simple family. Rather, she goes straight to Bagwampur police station for help and tells the entire thing to the SHO present there. On receiving this news, the SHO goes to the crime spot with his entire team, and then the people around are questioned. Even after investigating for a long time, the police's hands remained empty. The police could not understand where the 6-month-old girl went. Therefore, the police now starts asking questions to Chunshun Devi so that some clue can be found. The police asks Chunshun Devi many questions like, where did you put Khushboo to sleep, at what time, etc. Meanwhile, Chunshun Devi remembers something that leads to one link after another. Chunshun Devi tells the police, it is said that when I was leaving after putting Khushboo to sleep, a child named Amarjeet Sada was standing there, and when I returned, he was still standing there, but my child was missing. When I asked Amarjeet Sada about Khushboo, he did not give any answer. He just started smiling. Chunshun Devi got very angry seeing this because even after Khushboo's disappearance, Amarjeet was laughing at her instead of helping her. That's why Chunshun Devi takes Amarjeet's name in front of the police and says that my Khushboo is definitely with him. You should interrogate him only. However, the police does not believe that how and why a mere 8-year-old child will kidnap a 3-month-old child. That's why the police does not pay much attention to Chunshun Devi's words and interrogates the people around her. But Chunshun Devi keeps insisting on the police that my child is with him. You should ask him. When the water goes too much, the police comes to 8-year-old Amarjeet, and the SHO Sahab asks Amarjeet very lovingly that, son, have you seen Khushboo anywhere? Amarjeet smiles on hearing this question. He starts laughing and says that, yes, I know where she is, but I will tell you only if you feed me biscuits. Hearing this, SHO Sahab says that, okay, we will feed you biscuits, but first you tell us about that girl. Where's that girl? But Amarjeet Singh says that first I have to eat biscuits, and only after that I'll tell you. After this, a biscuit is ordered for Amarjeet, and after eating this biscuit calmly, he answers the questions of the police and tells that I have killed Khushboo and put her to sleep. On hearing this, Khushboo's mother standing nearby, villagers and police team all get surprised that what is an 8-year-old child saying. For a moment, the police does not believe what they heard. So the police again asks Amarjeet very lovingly that, son, tell me the truth. Where have you seen Khushboo? What is the matter? Amarjeet now tells in a very fearless manner that I told you that I have killed Khushboo and put her to sleep. Now she is sleeping very comfortably. Police asks, tell me, what did you put her to sleep? Hearing this, Amarjeet replies that if you give me one more biscuit, I will tell you that too. SHO Sahab again orders for one more biscuit packet and gives it to Amarjeet. Amarjeet eats the whole biscuit comfortably and then takes the police to the jungle near the same school. In the jungle, there are a lot of bushes, wild grass, etc. And something is hidden under the leaves. When the police team removes these leaves and looks, they're completely shocked because here was Khushboo's body soaked in blood. Khushboo was buried in a small pit, and bushes, leaves, etc. were kept on top to hide it. And this was the work of none other than Amarjeet, who was repeatedly saying that I have put Khushboo to sleep. Police asks Amarjeet that why did you kill her? On this, Amarjeet says that when Khushboo's mother left her alone, I was playing in the courtyard of the school, and when I saw Khushboo's banana, I went to her. Khushboo, very comfortably, she was sleeping peacefully. After this, Amarjeet picked up 6 to 7-month-old Khushboo in his lap and took her to the jungle half a kilometer away from the school. There, Amarjeet made Khushboo cry. Sometimes he scratched her and sometimes he hit her. Khushboo started crying loudly. Seeing Khushboo crying, Amarjeet was very happy and he started laughing loudly. But still he was not satisfied. So Amarjeet picked up a stone lying nearby and hit Khushboo with it, after which Khushboo started crying even more. Seeing this, Amarjeet became even more happy. So he kept hitting Khushboo with the same stone again and again. She kept crying, and Amarjeet kept laughing. At one point, Khushboo died. After this, Amarjeet dug a small pit and buried Khushboo, who was bleeding from her wounds, in it. Then he came to the same school after covering it with bushes. After listening to this entire painful incident, the police could not believe that this incident was committed by an 8-year-old child. So, Amarjeet was brought to Bagwampur police station for further action. After this revelation, the news spreads like fire in the entire village, and the entire Begusarai is shocked that how an innocent-looking 8-year-old child can cross all limits of brutality. Here in the police station, the SHO asks Amarjeet whether he has killed anyone before. Hearing this, Amarjeet starts laughing and says that he will tell only when you give him a packet of biscuits. After this, Amarjeet is again given a packet of biscuits and is offered tea. After eating biscuits, Amarjeet makes another revelation, and we come to know that before Khushboo, Amarjeet had also killed his 6-month-old sister in the same way. There was no one in the house at that time. Mummy had gone to the market to buy some goods while father was working as a laborer. There was only Amarjeet and his sister in the house. When Amarjeet saw his sister sleeping peacefully, he did not like it all. So he started hitting his sister, due to which she started crying, and Amarjeet was very happy to see her crying. So he hit his sister more, due to which she started crying. She started crying more, and then Amarjeet hit her head with a heavy thing, and then this girl also died. When the parents came home, they were shocked to see their daughter covered in blood. They could not believe their eyes that a brother killed his sister. That is, the girl of a simple family who had disappeared was not actually missing, but Amarjeet had killed her. The family members hid this from the villagers and did not even tell the police because they did not want to lose their son after their daughter. After this revelation, the police called Amarjeet's parents to the police station, and when asked about this incident, the parents told the truth and also told the police that we hid our son's mistake because we did not want to lose him. After this, the police again questioned Amarjeet and asked if you have put someone to sleep before this. Hearing this, Amarjeet laughs and smiles again and says that I will tell you only when I will be given another packet of biscuits. After this, I will tell you again. Biscuits are ordered for Amarjeet. Amarjeet eats them and tells Khushi about an incident that happened 9 months ago. 9 months ago, Amarjeet had killed his cousin. Amarjeet tells that we both used to play together. He used to laugh and smile a lot, but I did not like his laughter at all. So Amarjeet asked him to cry. But when he did not cry, Amarjeet picked up a stone and hit his brother on the head and kept hitting him until he stopped breathing. When the family came to know about this, Amarjeet was beaten up a lot, but they did not let this matter go out, and the matter of the house was suppressed within the house. Because of this hide and seek, Amarjeet killed 3 innocent children. The family never tried to know why Amarjeet was doing this. Anyway, the police started further action, and he was sent to the juvenile home. Also, when his checkup was done, it was revealed that Amarjeet has a disease called conduct disorder, in which the patient gets happiness by hurting others. This happiness is derived from this disease. Because of this, Amarjeet put 3 people to death. After knowing about this disease, Amarjeet was kept in a separate cell so that other children do not face any danger from it. After keeping him in the juvenile home for 3 years, the court ordered to keep him in the same juvenile home for 18 years until he gets cured and gets happiness from the happiness of others. In this way, after turning 18, Amarjeet is freed in the year 2016, and his identity and name are hidden and sent to a different place so that he can also live a normal life with common people, and his deeds do not spoil his future due to his identity. In this way, seeing the horrifying face behind an innocent child, not only Bihar, but the whole India and even the whole world was shocked. By the way, what do you think? It was not the fault of Amarjeet's family behind all this. If they had taken action in the beginning, then perhaps 2 children would not have lost their lives. Do write your opinion in the comments section, and to see more such files, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.